Hello everyone. Today I'll continue mini story as a Day of the Dead. Now,
Day of the Dead. Right, November 1st, the Day of the Dead, I walked through the cemetery.
hey,
What was the cemetery like?
like party is a cemetery was like a party.
Like a party. It was like a party. The cemetery was like a party.
Yeah,
Was I curious about this holiday?
yes, I curious about
Yes,
I was curious about this
curious
holiday.
about this holiday. Which holiday was I curious about?
The Day of the Dead. I was curious about the Day of the Dead.
The Day of the Dead. I was curious about the Day of the Dead.
Hey,
So I walked through the cemetery. There was also color in the sky
hey,
because many kids were flying kites.
hey.
Where was the color?
Is a sky. Is a sky.
In the sky, that's right.
Yeah.
In the sky. Why was there color in the sky?
Because kids were firing kites.
Because kids were flying kites.
Yes,
The kites.
flying kites.
There was color in the sky because kids were flying kites.
Hey,
Who were flying kites?
kids.
Kids.
Were firing
Kids were
kites.
flying kites.
Yeah.
Was the sky colorful or was the sky gray?
The sky were colorful.
The sky
that
was
right?
colorful.
That's right.
What was colorful?
The sky.
The sky.
sky was
The
colorful.
sky was colorful. Why was the sky colorful?
Because kids were firing kites.
Kids were flying
Is the car?
kites.
Is the kites?
What were the kids flying?
The kid firing kites.
Kites. That's right. The kids were flying kites.
Yeah, flying kites.
Where were they flying kites?
In the sky, kids were
the
firing
cemetery.
kites.
The kids were flying kites in the cemetery.
In the cemetery.
Who was flying kites in the cemetery?
The kids.
Kids,
Yeah,
right?
children.
Kids were flying kites in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Some families were having a picnic
Hey,
next to the graves.
hey.
We, in the United States, don't do this.
Hey.
So some families were having a picnic next to the graves. They ate, they drank, and they chatted together.
Yeah.
Did they eat?
Yes, they eat.
Yes, they ate.
They ate.
Who ate?
The family ate.
Families, right? Of course. Families
Family
ate. What did they eat?
They eat Guatemala
They ate
food.
Guatemalan food.
Yeah.
Right? Food from Guatemala. Right? The families ate Guatemalan food. Did they eat American food?
No, they eat Guatemala
No,
food.
they didn't eat
They
American
ate Guatemala
food.
food.
They ate Guatemalan food.
Hey,
Where did they eat
they eat
Guatemalan food?
they eat next to grave.
In the cemetery. Right? They ate food in the cemetery. They ate Guatemalan food in the cemetery. They also drank in the cemetery.
Yeah.
Did they drink water in the cemetery?
No, they drink beer.
No.
They
What
drank
did
beer.
they drink in the cemetery? They drank beer.
Yeah.
Who drank beer?
The family drank beer.
The families drank beer.
Yeah.
What did they eat?
They ate Guatemala food and
food.
drank beer.
They ate Guatemalan food and drank beer.
Oh.
Did they drink beer or did they drink water?
They drank beer.
They drank beer. Where did they drink beer?
They drank beer in a cemetery.
Beer in the cemetery.
In the cemetery.
When did they drink beer?
November 1st. They drank beer in November
1st.
1st.
The Day of the Dead. They drank beer.
Yeah.
When did they eat?
November 1st. They
ate.
November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
On November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
Did they chat together?
Yes, they chat together.
They chatted together.
They chatted together.
Who chatted together?
The family chatted together.
The families, of course. The families chatted together. When did they chat together?
November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
People laughed and smiled. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber.
Somber.
Are cemeteries happy in the United States?
No. The United States are always somber.
Cemeteries aren't happy in the United States. Cemeteries are always somber, sad and serious. Are cemeteries serious in the United States?
Yes, the United
States. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. They are always serious. In the United States, are cemeteries somber?
Yes.
Or are cemeteries happy?
The cemetery in the United States are always somber.
Cemeteries are always somber in the United States. Was the cemetery somber in Guatemala?
No.
No.
Cemetery were happy in Guatemala.
The cemetery wasn't somber in Guatemala. But in the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are cemeteries always somber in Guatemala or in the United States?
Cemetery are always somber in
cemeteries are always
the United
somber.
States. United States.
Where are cemeteries always somber?
The United States.
The United States. That's right. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber.
Yeah.
Are they happy?
No. They're always somber.
No. They're always somber. Cemeteries in the United States are always somber. Very, very somber. We certainly never have festivals or parties next to graves.
Yeah.
Do we have parties next to graves?
No, we don't have a party next to graves.
We don't have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties next to graves? No, we never have parties next to graves.
Yeah.
Do we ever have parties in restaurants?
Yes, they ever.
Yes, we have parties in
restaurants.
But we never have parties next to graves.
Yeah.
Do we ever have parties in houses?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we do. We have parties in houses.
Party in the house.
But we never have parties next to graves.
Yeah.
Do we ever have parties next to graves?
Yes, we ever party the
Never.
rest.
We never have parties next to graves. Where do we never have parties?
In the United States.
Next to graves. We never have parties next to graves. Do we ever? No, never. We
yeah.
never have parties
Never.
next to graves. Not ever. Never. We don't laugh, or play music, or fly kites in cemeteries either. Do we laugh in cemeteries usually? No.
No,
We
we don't laugh.
We don't laugh in cemeteries. Where don't we laugh?
The cemetery.
In cemeteries. That's right. Okay. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. Did I find that I preferred the American approach? Or did I find that I preferred the Guatemalan approach?
I found I prefer the Guatemala approach.
I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. Did I find that I preferred the American approach?
No.
No, I didn't.
I did
I
find
didn't
that
find that I
the
preferred the American
Guatemala approach.
I found that I preferred
found.
the Guatemalan approach.
Yeah.
Which approach did I prefer?
The day of the
I
death.
preferred the Guatemalan approach. Did I
Guatemala.
prefer the American approach? No. Who preferred the Guatemalan approach?
I prefer the Guatemala approach.
Me, AJ.
Guatemalan approach.
I preferred the Guatemalan approach. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach.
Hey.
I liked the way they remembered and celebrated those who had passed away.
Yeah.
Did they celebrate those who were alive?
No, they did
They
celebrate.
didn't celebrate those who were
who's
alive. They celebrated those
Passed
who
away.
had passed away.
Yeah.
Did they celebrate those who had passed away? Or those who had become rich?
They celebrated.
They celebrated those
who's
who
passed
had
away.
passed
Who
away.
has passed away.
Who celebrated those who had passed away?
Guatemalans.
Guatemalans.
Yeah.
Guatemalans celebrated those who had passed away.
Yeah.
When did they celebrate those who had passed away?
On the day of the death, November 1st.
On the Day of the Dead, November 1st. On the Day of the Dead, November 1st, they celebrated those who had passed away.
Yeah.
Who celebrated?
The Guatemalan.
The Guatemalans.
Guatemala.
Guatemalan families celebrated. Who did they celebrate?
The Guatemalans, so who's
They
passed away.
celebrated those who had passed away. I liked that they acknowledged death instead of denying it the way Americans do.
Hey.
Who liked that they acknowledged death?
I like that
AJ.
we acknowledge
AJ, I
Acknowledge
liked that
death.
they acknowledged death.
death.
Did they acknowledge money? Or did they acknowledge death?
They acknowledge death.
They acknowledged death.
Acknowledge.
What did they acknowledge?
They acknowledge death.
They acknowledged death. Who acknowledged death?
Guatemalan.
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalans
Guatemalan.
acknowledged
Guatemalan.
death. Did they acknowledge death? Or did they acknowledge money?
They acknowledged death.
Death instead of denying it. Who denies death?
Guatemalans.
Americans.
Oh.
Americans deny death.
American.
Do Guatemalans deny